Coming out with it, it's Bell. That's the kind of mistake that throws off your game plan. Come out of the end zone.
Your offense, 8. First and 10.
You think the fans are ready for this one? The booth's shaking underneath us, guys. Running back searching for a hole. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield to get the tackle for loss.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Looking for a man. It's back. Quickly complete. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. Hit the afterburners, kid. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
Nowhere to go and not much to show for that one. The Dogs in the hurry up.
I'll say this, man, in college football you see a lot of bad tackling. We didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack, once the tight end made the catch.
And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs!
Touchdown, Georgia. Number 6 with the catch and score.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish the deal with a 26-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff team out there set to boot it away. Out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Offense getting set for first down. Looking to move it through the air. Wasting no time taking a shot. And that'll be incomplete, man. That would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass. Locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
Miller with the ball. He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19.
I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Give to the running back. Gets behind those pads, picks up 4 on the play, but it's still a 4th down and 3. Oh, a big decision here early as they leave the offense on the field in their own territory. They want to keep this opening drive alive. He's got an open man. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run.
Defense is all about creating negative plays, and he does a really good job at the quarterback spot of not taking sacks. Like, that's a great job. He wants to throw the football. The clock goes off, he takes off, and gets a positive gain.
I love this linebacker because he's able to dissect what's happening in front of him, and he reacts downhill, uses his speed to get to the line of scrimmage and create the negative play.
They'll try the run. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
This is an opportunity to show your offense you believe in them. Their opening drive of the game, still in their own territory, going for it on 4th down. Makes the grab, and he's got the first. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the 1st down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it, and now a fresh set of downs.
The give to the lone running back. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, the run game isn't good. Then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking for a man. It's Milroe. Throws for the tight end. And the ball is intercepted. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
You know, I like the decision by the quarterback in terms of where he was going with the ball. Just don't like the accuracy. That was not good location on the throw. Got away from him a little bit, and the defense able to come up with a big play.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
You see, this is what great defenses do. Great defenses swarm to the football. So when you do miss the tackle, it's not the end of the world. There's another guy right there to wrap him up. Great defenses seem like they got 12 guys on the field. Nice job swarming to the football, engulfing the running back.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Georgia sends out the punt team. Here's the return. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Here comes that Alabama offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
They'll give it to him again. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Georgia 7, Alabama 0.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Scanning the field, it's Milroe. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And he intercepts it. Going the other way, and he's got room. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football. Make your plays. Put a good drive together here.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. At the 45, on his way. Can anyone catch him? He's at the 10. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Georgia.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a 1st down as they mark it at the 40.
This is an offense that really sees their identity as being able to run the football. Nice job there picking up the 1st down.
The give to the back. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
And sticking to the run. I tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn. They continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
I think you run that play so you stay out of 3rd and long. 3rd and long is not where an offense ever wants to thrive. 3rd and medium, hey, I'm good with that. So you run that play to make sure you're set up for a good 3rd down.
And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. He's got a head of steam. Boy, he is hard to bring down.
Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Unloads to the wideout. And he's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been up to speed. His 3rd interception. He goes out of bounds, but he just about did it himself. What a return after the interception.
Dude, 2 drives, 2 INTs. I don't know who the backup quarterback is, but I might start thinking about doing something there. Goodness gracious, keep turning the football over. Can't do it. Can't put your defense in a bad spot time after time.
They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
And now on second down for this offense. They'll go to the ground. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and they will try to build on what has already been a dominant first-half performance. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. Back to pass, it's back. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game.
Really nice job there of the quarterback. Reading coverage, he knew exactly where to go with the football and at what exact time. The timing could not have been better. They get the completion on 3rd down, setting up 1st and goal.
The Bulldogs will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Fires to the end zone, and it's caught. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
Touchdown, Georgia. Number 11 with the catch in the end zone.
PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. Kickoff team has the ball teed up, and they're about ready to go. From back of the end zone, he'll bring it out. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes that Alabama offense. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play?
For the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Bringing it back. He's at the 20. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Dogs! Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into half. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
I understand the quarterback wants to get this dominant wide receiver the ball as often as possible, but I wouldn't try to get it to him in double coverage. I think you have to let the defense's coverage dictate who gets the ball. There was somebody else open on that play.
Catch in the middle, it's Miller. his feet at the 45. Hit the gas, kid, wide open ahead. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
Snap it to the back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Alabama pushing the tempo. Dropping back, it's Milroe. Looking for the score. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
It's so nice to see defenders squeeze that pigskin. A lot of times, in great position, you see them there to make the play, but there's a reason they play defense. Not this time. Great job securing the interception.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Finds a crease at the 20. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop.
Yeah, and how about this offense? A little counter, a little misdirection, get everybody's eyes going one direction. They go back the other way. Nice execution by the offense to make the big running play down the field.
He wants to throw. Snagged in the middle, it's Smith.
Well, they execute the in route. How about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
This will likely be the last play of the half. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. That's going to wrap it up here in the first half. Stay tuned. The second half not too far away.
With the score, Georgia 28, Alabama 0.
Ready to get things going here in the second half as Georgia about to kick it away. And he's going to bring it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes that Alabama offense. Got blown out in the first half, and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And he's thrown another interception. Got some room to run. That can be a momentum changer after the interception. Runs it back to the 37.
Well, I think it's pretty safe to say this guy's going to be getting a helmet sticker. That now his second interception of the game. He has just been lights out here today.
A first down for the offense.
Here we go.
The give on the inside. Across the 25, he's got room. Touchdown, Georgia. And the route is on.
Georgia, number 1 in the end zone.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead.
The extra point.
And they tack on the extra point for a 35-0 lead. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. One snap, and you've got a touchdown on the board. The kickoff team on the field as they'll send this one away. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it. If you're going to be a great player, you've got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10. Now on first down from the 43-yard line. The give is to Miller. Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, the running back has it. And he has a solid gain before the defense bobbles him up. Alabama quickly back to the line. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Stop is made at the 36. Let's call it a 5-yard gain and a first down.
It's a nice run there to get the first down. I got to tell you, I'm impressed with the stable of backs and the weapons this offense has. A lot of different guys can touch the football in a variety of ways, but they've been running it very, very well in this game so far.
And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost yardage on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. He'll try it again.
This defense really is on their heels. They've been on the field now for a long time on this drive, and they're just getting pushed around at the point of attack up front like we saw in that last play.
Shut down and shut out in the first half, but finally this offense trying to put something together. They'll leave it with him. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Bama! On to attempt the try. They get the extra point on the board, but they're still down 35-7. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. After that score, they'll try to build some momentum here in the third quarter and get it back with an onside kick. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. Ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. The corners are walked up tight. From the gun, running back on the move. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up 2nd and short.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and the ball's out, and they're after it. The defense grabs it, and they're going the other way. He's running free down the middle. The 20. No one there to stop him, except the fella in the striped shirt who threw the penalty flag. This one might be coming back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. A costly penalty for this defense gives them a 1st and 10. The running back has it. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build.
They intercepted. Looking for more room. They get him on the ground after the turnover, but there is a flag on the field, and we'll see if that will be a reprieve for this offense. Getting deep in the third quarter here. Clock stopped with 1.5 minutes to go. They go to the ground. Pulled down after a pickup of 3. Ball's at the 13. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. 3:25. Looking to pass. It's back. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
linebacker is a freak of nature for multiple reasons, and it's hard for a lot of these smaller running backs to have to pick him up in pass pro, not just because of his speed, but he's also big and strong.
Third play of the drive, and they need to take advantage of this field position by making something happen on 3rd and long. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
Alabama.
Just outside the red zone at the 21, but it's 3rd and long. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
Tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock him up man-to-man, everybody on an island, everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up 4th.
Absolutely perfect. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind. And he takes this from inside the 5. And he winds up right where he would have on the touchback. Goes out of bounds at the 25. Here comes that Alabama offense. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They clearly found that dude. They score here, we're in for a ball game.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it's incomplete. The defense knocks it away as we have knocked down 3 quarters and head to the 4th.
With the score, Georgia 38, Alabama 7.
Now facing a 3rd down as they line up after the break. The play action fake. Fires left. Wide open downfield. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Now on 2nd down after the incompletion. Dropping back, it's Milroe. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Might be looking to run. He's going to run it. At the 35, he's open. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back. He's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick them up and put them down, and I'm faster than most of your other guys, too, so good luck stopping me.
Throws to the tight end. Oh, and it's picked off. Threw it right into the teeth of double coverage. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man.
Welcome to Athens, Georgia, Sanford Stadium, home to the Georgia Bulldogs, where more than 90,000 have already started to bark loudly. Today we have a top 25 matchup on hand with two of college football's premier teams preparing to slug it out. As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the second-ranked team in the land, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollock and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Georgia about to kick it off to get us underway. Fielded in the end zone, it's Henderson. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. this house. Miller with the ball. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down.
This is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Out of the gun to give to the back. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Looking to throw, it's Milroe. He's taking the shot. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. Looks as if they might have a little something going there, but they'll have to kick it away. Looking for a block. It's Evans. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Looking for a crease. It's Etienne. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Got 8 on 1st down. Now looking at a 2nd and 2. Takes this handoff and headed to the right. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a 1st down.
It's a good-looking run, and I'll say this. I know Georgia's always been known to run the football. They always want to be really physical, but it starts up front. They always seem to have great units on the offensive line. Guys that communicate and guys that get pushed. And they've put many running backs into the NFL, but it's because of these big old hog mollies up front.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. To the ground with the back. At the 40, there he goes. Running toward the tape. Touchdown, Bulldogs. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby. Boy, did he just scorched that defense for that score.
He shows you all of it. He's got the speed. He's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker. Just give him the ball, and he'll find different ways to kill you on different plays.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they close the deal with a scintillating 52-yard jaunt to the house. Oh, he's going to take a chance. I guess it could have been worse on that return. He goes out of bounds at the 15. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Now on first down from the 30. Give to the running back. Dragged down after a pickup of 5 out to the 35.
And runs like that are like body blows in a boxing match. 4, 5, 6-yard gains early turn into 20, 30, 40-yard gains later. They really wear down defenses, and they test their physicality.
The give to the tailback. And he throws hands with that strong, stiff arm, but still not a lot of running room there.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
And they pick up the first down in what might be the last play here in the first quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter. Georgia 7, Alabama 0.
Offense with jumbo personnel. Looking for space, it's Haynes. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
Nice run there on first down. You know, this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football, let him get lathered up.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Hands it off. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lick. A cornerstone of the Alabama program really throughout history has been be physical, establish a running game.
Yeah, great running backs. I mean, not only are you recruiting great players in the offensive line and skill and all over the place, but so many great backs that you can name off the top of your head that played at Alabama, that ran it with an edge, that ran it physical, that always represented that style. And you can see Alabama, they're always going to do this. They're going to establish the run.
Kept it on the ground on first down. See if they stick with that plan on second. Here's the handoff. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. Alabama pushing the tempo. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Not willing to try that 55-yard field goal. They'll try to move the chains on 4th and short. He showed it all there, a little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down.
Yeah, at this point of the drive, 4th down and inches in your opponent's territory, you're trying to get into field goal range. You're just going to run the football. You're going to try to be more physical at the line of scrimmage. They were right there.
The Tide with the 1st and 10. The give to the back.
And you want to run the football. I mean, that's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. He'll run it again. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
It's 3rd down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He breaks a tackle. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. Strong, firm tackle.
Pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. So loud it's rattling your fillings on 3rd and goal. He wants it all. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama!
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the 2nd half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the 1st half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the 2nd half.
Lining up for the PAT. Right down the boulevard. So the 16-play drive, and they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. He'll bring it out. It's Bell. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13.
1st and 10.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you've played a lot of plays, you get worn out. You need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer now is on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
Leaves it with the running back. They'll give him a couple that leaves him with 3rd and 8.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. They'll run play action. Starting to feel a little pressure. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
Defense has been looking so good on this drive so far. They already set up 3rd and long, and now they take all the throws away down the field. Great job in coverage. Great job reading the QB's eyes. So there's nowhere for him to go with it. He's got to throw it away.
Georgia lining up to punt it away.
On to kick it away.
He's got great speed. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36.
1st and 10.
Here comes that Alabama offense. In modern college football, Jesse, if there's time, there's an opportunity to attack.
And I like them being aggressive here too, guys. Look, they practiced this all week long. Now you're in that situation to go out there.
And the ball slipped out. And the defense has got in there trying to pick up some yards.
You love the big hits. And you know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you get the big hit and force the fumble.
And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. The drive continues after that fumble scare sent the offensive coordinator's blood pressure into orbit. That's caught. It's Bernard. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a 1st down on the play.
Hey, QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, 1st down.
Back to throw, it's Milroe. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. Power football with the run. Breaks the tackle. The offense burns its 3rd and final timeout of the half. They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And this will be a 41-yarder coming up from the right side. And with just a few seconds remaining here in the 1st half, they'll try to kick a field goal. And this will be a 41-yarder coming up from the right side. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. And that'll bring us to the end of the 1st half as we head to the studio for halftime. Alabama ready to put a boot to it to start the 2nd half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. another look at this Bulldog offense. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal.
Oh, and it's a pick. He threw it right into the double coverage. He'll try to take it back. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
You've got to be so careful as a quarterback throwing over the middle of the field with this linebacker. He is so good in coverage, reading the quarterback's eyes. He'll make you pay, and he did right there with that pick six.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10.
That makes the score Alabama.
They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick six. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football game. No need to panic. This offense just has to put a couple drives together.
Trying to get behind the defense. Fires the pass. Intercepted. Taking it the other way. He's inside the 40. And he was trying to chart a course on that pick for a pick six, but he'll be stopped at the 31.
That's a bit of a gut punch for the offense because you went in at halftime, you made your adjustments, you're feeling good about your game plan coming here in the second half, and right away you throw an interception to the defense.
That one did not go well. Tackled in the backfield for a loss of 6.
Well, the linebacker showing you read and react. He knew exactly where that running play was going, and he beat the football to the line of scrimmage and forced the TFL.
Right back to the well. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening.
Great job at containing by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. To the air. It's Milroe. Throws to the wideout. It's complete. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win. And gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
Trying to find his man on first down. A little screen to the running back. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
Alabama quickly back to the line. They'll dial up the run on first and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown Tide. Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense in sticking their lead.
And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Set to kick off.
He'll bring it out. It's Etienne. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Get another look at this Bulldog offense. Trailing now by 17, David, this is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet.
Open runway ahead. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end.
And that's excellent blocking there on the left side of the line. They were able to get great push, get off the line, create a little bit of crease for that running back.
They just created a wall. He had all kinds of room to run.
Yeah, I might go back to that one and call that one again. It worked so well.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They'll go right back to him. At the 45, on his way. He'll work his way down to the 28.
And I tell you what, we can focus on the left side of the line of scrimmage because that's where the play starts. But you don't get big gains when you run out wide unless wide receivers, yes, wide receivers, commit to blocking, staying on their guys. Really good job on the outside by giving the running back space to make the big play.
The back goes in motion. To the air, it's back. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. Really need to pick up some yardage this time on 2nd and long.
Check. Here we go, set.
Fake spike now looking to throw. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
Man, that's an impressive play. This dude is so dominant. And I'll tell you, we don't have enough time in this broadcast to list off all the great Alabama D linemen, especially in recent years. That play right there, that reminds me of a guy I played against back in the day, Cornelius Griffin, playing on the inside of Alabama's defensive line. You knew every single time you dropped back, you were going to have that guy in your lap. He was always pushing the pocket, and he was always collapsing it with his speed and athleticism and his first step. That last play right there reminds me of some of these great players we've seen in the Crimson Tide D-line here in recent years.
And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker.
Now, a 4th down.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. Got it past the marker. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down. Georgia going up tempo.
Knocking on the door. Offense now in the red zone.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Linebackers have such an amazing responsibility. Got to play run, got to play pass. How about this? Seeing the run aggressively, getting downhill, and getting in the backfield and making the tackle for a loss.
29 Philly.
Back to throw, it's back. It's complete to the right. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. Line is set on 3rd down. We'll see if this offensive line is ready for the blitz. Let's it fly. And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs! Well, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down. This is a great start to getting back in this ballgame.
Getting set for the point after. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer.
That makes the score Alabama 24, Georgia 14.
The kickoff team takes the field to boot this one away.
Set to kick this one away.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone.
Offense will take over 1st and 10.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points there, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put it on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. The pitch. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. He just didn't have a chance to get loose and make his way to that first down marker.
I think fans get upset sometimes. Like, run your route past the sticks so we get the first down. But nice job by the defense understanding where the sticks were and forcing the fourth down.
Makes the catch past the sticks. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the day.
Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. The give, and tick, 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 tick. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing that.
Single back formation, and they give it to him. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
That defense is about getting off the football. When that defensive line can be disruptive, get in the backfield right away, and mess up those pullers actions on those counter plays, it can be really advantageous for the defense. Great job by the defense being hyperactive.
Leaves it with the back. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Football is about adjustments. First half, line up, pound strong, pound strong. Second half, great job. You're going to move your defense and shift to try to account for that? Boom, we'll pull some guys in, run a counter backside, and have some success.
They probably feel good about their field goal chances from the 29, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. It's 4th down now, and this likely the final snap before the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try it on the ground. Finally pulled down, but not before moving the chains for a first down.
How about that? You got the lead late in the game. Get some first downs. Salt this clock away. This is the exact position you want your offense in.
Imposing their will, right, David? I mean, we know we're running it. You know we're going to run it. We're trying to ice this game. There's nothing you can do to stop us.
Here comes that Alabama offense. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. They'll give it to the back. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground.
Well, the defense may have been caught off guard a little bit on that play. It was 2nd and long. They weren't expecting the run. So now we've got 3rd and manageable, and they've got to be wondering to themselves, this offense going to try to run the ball again.
They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Looking for the end zone. This will be picked off, maybe just the turning point they needed. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
This is frustrating. You know, you're an offense, you're in a great position, you're up by 2 scores. All you do is take care of the football. Premium, taking care of the football. We're trying to run some clock, we're trying to get out of here with a W. Turning the football over is the worst thing you could possibly do.
Looking to throw, it's back. He's got the back in the middle. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. He's going to pass. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Yeah, the defense knew coming into this game that this offense was going to try and throw it down the middle of the field, so they knew that they were going to have to break on passes but also be really physical, tackle the catch, and knock the ball away, and they were able to do that there.
Leaves it with the back. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. Trying to take it back. He's out of bounds, showing off the hands on the pick, and then the nifty moves on a terrific return.
That should be the nail in the coffin. What a great break on the football, getting the big turnover. You got the lead. Now just go out there, be smart on offense, and run that clock.
Comes out throwing on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Miller. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. Alabama pushing the tempo. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read.
Yeah, and that's exactly what you want to do. Late in the ball game with the lead, establish the run, establish the physicality. And you know what helps? That clock up there.
And it's picked off right at the goal line. The 50. He's inside the 40. Past the 20. He's at the 10. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Georgia.
How fast did this game just change? Offense in the lead with the football looking great. Defense makes the big play. We've got ourselves a ball game now.
Never know. Every point is important to some. And the kick is good, but they'll still lose this one by 3. You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters, and this team has guys that have played a lot of snaps, they've seen a lot of looks, and they've lost close games like this in the past. That wasn't the case today, David. Too many guys out there making big-time plays.
And I think belief is what you build. That confidence, you know you're going to win. You don't think you're going to win. You know you're going to make that play in the big moment and continue to build on week-to-week success. And you look up and you're like, dang, we
Welcome to Tuscaloosa, Alabama, where titles are won, legends are made, and fields are named after them. Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium, home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see the number 2 team in the country, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on the 15th ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Georgia likely to kick it deep to get things started. He'll bring it out. It's Henderson. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just...
And your now
Lee as he stopped at the 14.
First and 10.
First down here for the offense. The give is to Miller. Not a lot of room there. Give him a couple to the 16.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
So already they've hit a speed bump on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 8. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Oh, what a grab by the defense. Takes it the other way. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
What a play by the defense, coming out early in the game on the very first drive and setting the tone. Not just forcing a 3 and out, not just forcing a punt. How about creating a turnover and taking it to the house? Pick 6.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick 6, and that defense will come out feeling it. And he's going to run it back. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out, not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Miller with the ball. Not much there. He gets 1 to the 11.
Brought down at the 11-yard line. Brings up 3rd down.
Third and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. To throw, it's Milrow. The throw to the outside is complete. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
Hard work pays off, guys. These offenses work so hard week in and week out, working on those critical down and distances, 3rd downs. And having that conversion this early in the game, that's got to feel good for this offense.
Running back searching for a hole. Finds his way for 3 after the 33. Alabama quickly back to the line. The give to the back. They stop him cold. Maybe gets a yard to the 34.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
And that last run leaves him with a 3rd down. Will they keep it on the ground? From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Complete downfield. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
6-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and 4. Looking for room. It's Haynes. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down.
Really good-looking run. You know, you think about the legacy Alabama has at the running back position. It's ridiculous. Mark Ingram won a Heisman, obviously. Derrick Henry, Josh Jacobs. I'm going to go back to Sean Alexander, who I played against back in the day, too. All these guys had speed. All these guys had vision and quickness. And this guy right here, he has all of those traits himself. Just another big-time talent in the Crimson Tide backfield.
The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. Running back goes in motion. Brought down after picking up 3 down to the 22.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up, get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
Quick handoff. They'll put the brakes on him at the 21, give him a yard.
Man, that D-tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back? Cat-like quickness.
Facing 3rd and long from the 21 and hoping not to settle for a field goal. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here.
Now, 4th down.
They're not into 3s. They want 6s. And to keep this drive alive, they'll need to get it on 4th down.
That's the end of the 1st quarter. With the score, Georgia 7, Alabama 0.
No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. On 4th down, going to the air. Makes the grab well past the sticks. Touchdown, Bama! What a catch and run for 6.
What a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocking it right down the middle. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Bell. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First down for this offense. They'll try the run. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. So first down didn't exactly go according to plan. Let's see what they can dial up on 2nd down.
Reese, I got him right where I want him. Okay, I'm going to throw the football. Now I can get back in shotgun. Let's forget the running game stuff. We'll play a little pitch and catch and see how good that secondary is.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Looking downfield, it's Beck. He's right on target. Bounced off his feet.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
It'll be a run on 3rd and short. They finally get him on the ground with a big running play, moves to change for the 1st down.
And they may have caught the defense snapping there a little bit, David, maybe expecting pass on that 3rd down, but because of the back's effort now, fresh set of downs.
And it's so nice to have a guy that you can give the football in these 3rd down situations and feel confident you're going to continue to move the sticks.
Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Bunch formation, trying to spring a guy free. The give out of the gun. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Back to throw, it's Beck. He's got it. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the 1st down.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback, finding his open receiver on 3rd down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is 3rd down conversion percentage. If you're a great 3rd down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill 3rd down so much in practice.
And the Bulldogs are moving quickly down the field. Gonna run it. It's Frazier. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep 3rd downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on understand.
The clock has stopped, and we've reached the 2-minute warning before halftime. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Coming after him. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Really nice pressure by the defense, getting in there quickly, getting a hit on the quarterback, making the quarterback make a quick decision, and he makes the wrong decision. He throws into double coverage, but that's really because of the pressure in his face and the physical hit on his body.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the big fella. And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Looking for a crease to the left. Oh, there's a loose football on the bad pitch. The defense snatches it, and they're going the other way. Running wide open down the gut of the field. Touchdown, Alabama! The defense takes matters into their own hands.
And that's just the guy you want to find that football. The ball's loose. Who do you want to get it? One of your little fast guys. The defensive back picks it up and turns on the afterburners, takes it all the way back for the touchdown.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, run with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They'll start this drive with a pass. Looking deep down the right side. Fires and picked off. Got room on the return. The 40. He'll go out of bounds, but he gets the ball back, takes it the other way, and he has created a great sudden change opportunity.
Tell you what, defensive players don't always see where the ball is. They see the receiver, they get to chasing. But really good job seeing where the receiver is, going and making an interception, making a big play, getting the ball back to your offense.
A little pre-snap eye candy to the defense. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Rides to the back. He stopped again. They went right back to him, and he still found no running room at all. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Didn't find a single crack to run through on the last 2 plays. Let's see if they go up top on 3rd and 10. Got the quick pass. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the first down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set. Why aren't you getting past the first down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was, but now 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. He's looking to throw it. Quick strike complete. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. 3rd down after the run. Quarterback checking off. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Only able to pick up a yard before he stopped, and now it's 4th and 3. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. So they are denied a touchdown on this drive, but they'll try to put up a 3 spot before the break. And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. And that lead grows even bigger. Got the ball right back here in the first half. They've got the lead going from the onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's going to do it here in the first half. Everybody stick with us. We'll head to halftime.
17, Georgia, 7.
Ready to start the second half. Alabama will kick it off. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Get another look at this Bulldog offense. Those 2 first-half turnovers really damaging, and the primary reason they find themselves trailing to start the 3rd quarter.
And this is an offense.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
In the second half, trailing the way they are, they know they're going to have to be able to throw the football to get back into it, but you can't accomplish that if you can't keep your quarterback standing upright. Give the defense tons of credit getting that sack on 3rd down.
They come to the line hoping to get some of that yardage back from the 17. On the run, it's Frazier. Finds some space, enough to get 5 to the 22.
I know the passing game sells, the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
You got to wonder if this offense is going to go for it here. They're trailing now by a lot. I know there's a lot of football still to go, and I know they're on their own end of the field, but just kind of get the feeling their defense hasn't gotten a ton of stops. They may need to stay out there, and they're going to need this quarterback to make a play.
Georgia sends out the punt team. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Slips through the line. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. Here comes that Alabama offense. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Now the play fake. Looking to the big tight end. Got him downfield. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29.
That's a real good-looking throw-in. I know at Alabama recently they've had a lot of different quarterbacks, and they've also had a lot of different guys calling the plays. But one thing that's never seemed to waver is how explosive the offense has been, and the big reason is because of the efficient play they've had consistently year in, year out at the quarterback position as well. They recruited extremely well. They coach these guys up. And this is a guy who loves football, loves the X's and O's, and you're seeing it translate onto the field right now.
To the ground. He's got it again. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Alabama pushing the tempo. Oh, it's a reverse. Plows through the defense. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
Man, how college football has changed, right? Like receivers getting touches. Everybody's a weapon at all times. And listen, they're trying to get the ball to their playmaking receiver, maybe get some space, maybe make somebody miss. Marginal gain, still set up pretty good in the red zone.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage, so everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And now the lead is even bigger. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. Coming out with it, it's Bell. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this one.
Looking to throw, it's back. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down.
Pressure got to the QB that time. He was trying to find his check down out of the backfield, but the hit forced the incompletion.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. On third down, he drops the throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Going the other way, and he's got room. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, then thought, don't get caught, and he didn't. The pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too, now. Look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick six. Fielded in the end zone, it's Bell. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Trailing by 3 touchdowns, if you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession again. The offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. Trying play action. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
Now looking for that first down on third and short from the 26. They'll leave it with the lone back. He'll make a play on third down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32.
Well, there we go. We finally see some life in this offense running the football. Nice game to pick up the first down. You got to get more of that going moving forward because they have not run it well.
They'll throw it on first down. The pass falls incomplete, and that'll be the final play of this quarter.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Alabama 28, Georgia 7.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Running to the left. Still on his feet at the 45. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
Well, on that one, they decide to attack the left outside on the ground. And you see the speed by the ball carrier there, Reese, picking up a huge chunk of yards.
I can't imagine any reason they wouldn't just run that play again.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Why not just go back to the well one more time? Dropping back, it's back.
Unloads to the wideout. And he throws another interception, his third one of the night. Was looking for a little more daylight for a big return, but he'll settle for the pick and setting his offense up at the 24. Line gets set, first down. Hold it, finds his man on the left. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
The give as they work on that clock. He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line.
And with a lead like they have here in the fourth quarter, no question this offense is going to continue trying to pound the rock. They're going to run the football and try to ice this game.
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be third and short. Using his legs, it's Haynes. Fights his way for a couple, but stops short of the marker. It's 4th and 1. Alabama quickly back to the line. Here we go with the run on 4th down. And the ball's on the ground. So he coughed it up, he got it back, but he did not get the first down. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. The Tide with the 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quarterback adapting. And he's got it inside the 10. They made